What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Excellent clap. Today we have a brandy new light that we're going to take a look at. It is from NITECORE. It is the EDC17. Yes, it is one of their flat form factor flashlights. I love these flat flashlights. They just fit better and more comfortable in the pocket, and they are my jam. Anyway, let's start with the lumens, candela, and runtime. So on white light, you have 4 different white light modes. It goes from ultra low up to high, goes from 1500 lumens all the way down to 1 lumen. Your candela goes from 12,000 down to 16 lumen, and then your runtime on that 1 lumen is going to be 260 hours. On the max 1500 lumens, it goes down to 1 hour 45 minutes. Very respectable runtime. It does also have a built-in green laser pointer, and then it also has a UV light. You can, I hope you can see this on camera. Oh, I had so much fun testing and playing around with this UV light. So the UV light has a lot of different purposes. You can use it to check documents, legal documents. You can use it to check money. People use them in cars to check leaks. I've seen fishermen shine light on a glow-in-the-dark, UV light on a glow-in-the-dark lure for night fishing to help it glow better to catch fish. I think most people, like myself, it's a great way to check cleanliness, especially if you're at a hotel or an Airbnb. Be careful doing this. You're going to gross yourself out. But even me around the house, you know, we keep our house clean, but you go around the house and look at light switches in different places throughout the house. We'll leave that there. And it's just a very good way to do a cleanliness check around the house. If you don't want a light with a flashlight with a UV light built into it, no big deal. NITECORE has tons of other lights if this isn't your jam. But I did enjoy the UV light, and I very much look forward to taking this on my next trip. I don't know if I want to do this. Next time I go to a hotel or Airbnb, oh my goodness. So the way the controls work are pretty simple. The button on the side, you just slide up from low, medium, high, slide back down to turn it off. There is a button above that slide. If you push that in when the light's off, it goes to a green laser. Now, if I turn it back on to white light on any level, high, medium, or low, and I quickly push and release that top button, it's going to scroll from white light to green laser and then back to a UV light, and then it just scrolls around and around and around. Whatever setting I turn it off is the same setting it turns back on. So if I have it on UV light and I turn it off, I turn it back on, it goes right to a UV light. If I have it on white light, same idea. When I turn it off white light, turn it back on, it goes automatically to white light. Now when I have it on the white light, if I press and hold that button, the green laser will appear. So if you're somewhere and you want to really point something out to someone, or if you're an inspector, whatever thing you would need a laser and a light for, you can do it just by simply pressing those 2 buttons. All right, we're going to go outside and do a beam comparison to some other similar flashlights real quick. Before I do that, I just want to quickly point out my shirts from TriStar Trading. They make the best, soft, sexiest t-shirts in the game. Link down in the video description. They also make the Tiberious swag as well. The link to this flashlight will also be down there. It'll probably say video build links or NITECORE build links or something like that. Bring you over to my website. This is the silliness YouTube makes us do. On my website will be all the affiliate links. Hopefully I can find you a good deal. EDC17. This is the low setting. This is the medium setting. That's pretty good. That's the high. Let's get the ultra low, which you can't really see. The laser. There we go. See the laser on the tree there? There's the laser. Laser, laser. And then UV light. We got the EDC23, that's the highest setting. I'm just gonna scroll through all the settings here. All right, this is the EDC25, probably my favorite NITECORE, my favorite NITECORE light. It's just simple controls and super bright, very thin. We gotta do the Lumen monster, the EDC37. I'll just scroll through the brightness settings real quick, turn that off, and then the 3,000 lumens, 8,000 lumens. My neighbors must hate me. It's so bright. All right, we'll do a couple Streamlight lights. This is the Wedge XT, the smaller one. That is on high. That is on low. Last but not least, the full-size wedge. This is the low setting. and that's the high. All right, on the other side of the light is going to be the USB-C cord, so you can plug it in and charge it. That cord does come with it. On the top of the light, or the flat part of the light here, it does have a battery indicator. Not only will it tell you how much battery life you have left when you turn it on, but it also shows you, if you're charging the light, how much battery is left to go to charge it up. The body of the light is a stainless steel body. It's not aluminum. It has a black PVD coating, which should hold up pretty well. The clip is also stainless steel, and it sits very, very low in your pocket. So if you like a low riding light, this could be the right one for you. And I really like the texturing on it as well. This aggressive knurling feels really good, and I like the way it feels. On the tip here, it does have a glass breaker built into it, that small little tiny nub there on the end. And the really unique thing here is you can back out this screw, take out that piece to another little small rubber piece that's not glass breaking. So I don't know if that's really necessary. I don't think anyone's going to care that the glass breaking nub is there. Like, is there any drawback to having it there? I don't think so. But I think it's really cool that that they give you the option of having it in there or taking it out, whatever you want. Drop proof down to 2 meters, waterproof 1 meter for 30 minutes. One LED is going to be for white light. The other LED is going to be for the UV with the small little dot there in the middle. That's where the green laser comes out. One thing I read in the manual said to charge the light before you use it. They really stress that, and I've never noticed or seen that before. I don't know if it's in any other light manuals. I don't read manuals typically, but it definitely said to charge it, and I did because I'm a good boy. The lanyard is included as well. I've grown to like lanyards. I just think this one is a little on the long end. Hopefully I can cut it or trim it and make it a little bit shorter. I haven't really looked at that yet. I like it, it's just a little long. Dimensions are up here on the screen, 3.7 ounces, very, very light. I don't know the price right now. Again, I'm making this video before the light is released, and I forgot to ask NITECORE, I'm a slacker, what the price is, the street price is. So if I get it before I edit this video, I'll put it up here on the screen. If not, I apologize. The last thing I want to do before I talk about testing is a size comparison. I want to pull up this light compared to some of the other NITECORE lights that I have that have that flat form factor. Like, I know I have an EDC25 and 37 and whatever the smaller model number is, to give you an idea of the size differences between all the lights. Besides comparing them to NITECORE flat lights, let's also compare to some Streamlight and to some Surefire flat flashlights. I don't have any Olights because I don't like them. But let's compare all of them to size just to give you an idea of which one might be the right one for you. Now, as far as testing, the testing is pretty limited. I've only had this for 10 days. NITECORE got it to me early, which is cool, but just about 10 days. First thing I did is charge it up because I'm a good boy and I followed what they told me to do in the manual. After that, I did a runtime test to make sure it would last as long as I did, and I did that on the high setting, and it lasted almost 2 hours, no problem there. It took about 1 hour to recharge. Now the manual says an hour and a half, but it only took me an hour. So I don't know if my USB-C charger was more powerful than the one they recommend, but either way, it took a little over an hour to recharge. We did a quick waterproof test, just in a little cup of water, not down 1 meter for 30 minutes, but it was fine there. I carried the light for the past 10 days. Week, 10 days, something like that, just to see what it was like in the pocket. Now, every morning I go for a walk. I wake up at 6 in the morning and I go for at least a mile walk every morning. And what I'll do is I'll use a light like this with a lanyard on the, not the ultra low setting, just on the low setting, and I'll just walk and let it swing. So if anybody is around or a car's coming, they hopefully can see me. So I did use it at least that every single day. And then the normal light uses, I drop my keys, checking on my chickens, the normal things we use flashlights for, what's under my desk, I dropped a whatever, those type of things I used it for as well. Biggest pro for me is going to be the shape. Once again, I love these flat flashlights. The UV light is a very unique thing. If you are like OCD to the max and get grossed out easily, I would not recommend getting a UV light, because when you start shining it on things, you're like, ew, everything is just filthy, and I can only imagine what it's like in a hotel. I think it's a solid design light for an EDC light. It is not a tactical light, but it's a very good EDC light. Simple controls. I like the lanyard. It's a smaller light. Now, there's nothing I would change. This would not be my first go-to for a light. I definitely would prefer the EDC25 or definitely the EDC37. That thing is awesome too. I like more of a tactical light that has a tail cap button and is more designed for self-defense. But with that said, I think it's wonderful that NITECORE has the ability and the time and the funds and whatever else to make a wide variety of flashlights with a wide variety of features for a wide variety of people. And if nothing else, the UV light is a lot of fun to play with. All right, thank you once again to NITECORE for supporting this channel. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for TriStar for making the softest, dopest, sexiest t-shirts in the game, including the Tiberious swag. Links to both of them, once again, are down in the video description. If you think I deserve it, please subscribe to the channel. It doesn't hurt. It helps me. I appreciate it. Santa appreciates it. Be good, stay blessed, stay hydrated. See you soon.